Hey, you right guys, Trey from Much is Joe here, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be watching and reacting to a short film which is called Notes from Melanie. But the reason I'm reacting to this is because it's from my literal favourite film reviewer of all time, Chris Stuckmann. I've been a fan of this guy for so many years, and he actually released the short film for free on his YouTube channel. So I mean, I'm hopefully it's okay that I'm reacting to it. I say if it's not okay that I'm reacting to it, I'll obviously take it down instantly if anyone tells me that it's not okay to do it. But I'll link the full short film down below just in case anyone has not seen it, because this is going to be very heavily edited down, of course. So go check that out. But yeah, I just think it's really awesome. Like I said, the reason I'm reacting to this is because Chris Stallman's actually been quite inspiring, especially recently. It's been very inspiring. Well, the whole YouTube thing is inspiring, but then the last year, kind of him just going out doing these short films that I did, one called Auditorium 6 a couple of years ago, which I haven't seen. I live in the UK, so there's like no way I'll be able to watch it at the moment. And then this one, of course, Notes from Melanie, which, as I said, released for free, which is really cool. I don't know, I just kind of find him quite inspiring, like one of the most inspiring YouTubers for me as well personally, because I know I react to TV series and I've been doing that for like 3 years or whatever, but I do the odd kind of film reaction, but I don't think it, I mean maybe it's a little bit clear from this backdrop, but film is more of a passion to me than TV kind of is. You know, you won't get that from the YouTube channel of course, but film I adore. Ever since I was a kid I've loved film. And I just think it's really cool that Chris is kind of going out there doing these short films and, you know, making big moves. So yeah, I'm gonna react to this. It's literally under 20 minutes, so go check it out and then check out this video. Yeah, not even what I'm saying, episode 1. I have like this script of how I do intros in my head, and it's still kind of running in my mind. But this is not the case for this one. This is not episode 1. This is part 1 and of part 1 of one part. We'll go with that. That sounds good to me. Yeah, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe, and we have a cup of tea. So, you know, that'll probably last most of this. We'll see. Yo, it's gonna be really interesting just kind of watching him be like, yo, he directed this. Mad. Turn that up. Joe. I think he might have mentioned that it's called Joe. He did like a behind the scenes kind of thing, which is cool.
Hey, Melanie.
I wonder if they just filmed this in Chris's house. It's like just a set of Chris's house.
So, it's about how we're locked into the mechanisms of our lives. In a way, puppets of our own destiny, right? So, all of these characters are puppets trying to fulfill their core motivations, and our lead hero is lamenting the fact that he doesn't want the job he's been given, and we don't want him to. We like
yeah, he's passionate about this.
Dad, you see?
Yeah, we see.
Let's start off with the title. Pretentious. Unmarketable. And to
Oh,
top it
it
off, can
breaks
you really
all.
look at me and tell me that you see a poster with the title The Puppet's Lament on it?
Yo, he's made one. He's like, yeah, feast your eyes on this then. Yup. This movie cured my cancer better than Schindler's List.
Did you quote some critic?
Well, I wanted to get a jump on framing the narrative.
Just for rolling pins what Drive did for Harness.
Your story is about a taxi-driving sociopath who murders people with a rolling pin.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you.
So,
Taxi driver?
kinda just
Got 4
drive.
observations,
I'm
Melanie.
taxi driver.
These shitty knockoffs you've been writing for the past 6 years. I mean, look at these posters. Jurassic Universe?
John! Yo, this looks sick!
Insect Man?
Fear my sting!
Of course. Only John.
Alien Stalker.
Yo, we need an anthology series of John in all these films. Right.
Something original. I expected you to actually try.
Mission Possibly. Oh, God.
Your story ends with your hero being whisked away by aliens. Page
95?
Page 95!
It needs a twist. Look at the Sixth Sense.
The twist, the alien twist.
A goddamn UFO appears and obliterates a sex trafficking organization and then blasts off into the fucking
What?
clouds!
Yo, is it kind of bad I want to see this film, though?
I mean, Mission Possibly Really Hard sucked, and people loved it. Get out of the way!
No one loved it.
I mean,
Let's agree to disagree.
I kind of loved it. from what I saw. It's like these are kind of like Sharknado films, like they're all just budget trash.
You named your villain Jerry. You couldn't have picked a less menacing name.
Ian. Ian and Bill.
This complete lack of perception is exactly why I broke up with you in the first place.
Oh! Big Burn?
You've made a name for yourself. You've got your shit together. I saw you won that Indie Ghost Award last year, or whatever.
Indie Spirit?
That's what I said.
Yeah, close.
It's not like you've never won anything before.
Oh, shit. Yo! That heart looks so real. Best kill right in the jugular.
Okay, then why ask for my notes? You haven't done that in years, not since we were dating.
Now it's just turned to a therapy session.
When I moved here after college, I had one dream: to make movies. I didn't care if people liked them. I didn't care if they did well. I just wanted to make them.
That feels like Chris talking. Love that.
I mean, one of my first gigs was a comedy about dogs who secretly filmed their owners having sex. And I read that interview you did.
Oh. Yeah, I like that it's kind of like revealing more throughout with these two. Like, you kind of find out they were dating, and I was like, find out she's on this interview.
You didn't even mention Werewolf Woods, our first script we wrote together.
Yo, he's getting shredded.
That's
No,
not...
hey, no, it's fine. You said it yourself. I'm the guy who writes the script that ends up at the bottom of a Best Buy bin.
Walmart.
Same thing.
Jesus.
I started thinking, what's my legacy? You know, what will I be remembered for? Will I be remembered?
Everyone's worry, I feel. A lot of people's.
I want to make a movie that people watch over a fine glass of wine, not a stale bag of popcorn.
I like that line. I like that.
You need to drop the alien angle.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good start. Fine wine with aliens and going hand in hand.
The twist was that he's secretly a superhero in hiding, and at the end,
Joe,
he looks at the screen and says,
First I pollinate, then I punish.
Did he just web swing the screen with his dick? Or did I imagine that? I'm good.
God damn it, you're right. I'm fucking talentless. I'm pathetic. I even had good ideas in Zombie Blood Snatchers.
He's done a lot of films, to be fair. He's named like 20. He's like,
Do you remember that afternoon
he's got an, I have an
back
idea,
in
man.
college?
When we finally cracked the idea for Werewolf Woods? Yeah, what about it?
Do you remember how we did it?
Yeah, we flipped the main characters and changed the story.
Holy shit.
What, damn it?
I've got it.
Why am I scared?
Our hero,
Me when John web slinged the screen with his dick.
a photo of a beautiful young woman hanging on his wall, and he's emotionless, you know, like Gosling in Drive, but with a hint of Cruise and Collateral, like anything could happen at any moment. So we follow him.
What if this is actually Chris's first feature film? Is this here?
Okay, but you need more than just kill scenes for a feature.
What about a son?
I mean, it's overused, but not necessarily a bad idea.
Think like Natalie Portman. Jean
I love this.
Reno
It's like the
type.
sparks just clicking. They're just going in there.
Leon, 1994.
Stop.
Oh,
doing
Leon!
Teaching him how to defend himself, but he's actually training his son to one day succeed him.
Yeah, this definitely gives you a better concept.
Kind of like no, it's not like Dexter. Because Dexter, you kind of know he's like the bad guy the whole time, whereas this is feel like the top.
Holy shit, Joe!
Oh,
Which 90,
the music. Chris previewed some of the music. It was so good, like in another video.
Sorry, I say that line. You stole it from me, you sick son of a bitch, and then you say the killer's lines. 'Cause
Right, right.
remember, we're
This was my favorite bit
Right,
of
right,
music
right.
for sure.
I did what was necessary. That bitch deserved to die. There's a lot about that whore that you didn't know. Seems a little bit misogynistic. Don't you?
He's a violent, murdering asshole training his son to kill, and you're concerned with being offensive?
Trading his son's kill.
Next
It's all
line.
one shot this
Okay,
bit.
but
That's
she
sick.
sold us out for drug money. Got 2 people killed.
And how many people have you killed?
I love how this bit's done. That's so cool.
Don't you find that hypocritical?
To a philosophical tired.
Just keep going, keep going.
Enough talk. Jordan approaches and
Uh,
presses his gun against his temple.
For a split second, a glint of remorse appears in Jordan's eyes.
But he pulls the trigger anyway, splattering his brains
Oh,
all
this
over the
film
floor.
sounds boss.
So we follow the real killer as he wipes out all known witnesses who we thought was the killer the whole time.
Boom.
So you got your twist?
It's pretty sick. It's pretty good.
For a second there, I felt like we were back at that park in college.
No. Is it going to be like a bittersweet moment? It's like I'm married.
Me too.
That was all one shot. Or take, sorry. One. That's mad.
What do you think the final shot should be?
Well, I think you have two options. A hopeless ending, bittersweet, maybe, or a hopeful ending
Hopeful,
with
please.
a hint of redemption for it.
That one. That one.
What do you think?
This bit of music as well, sick. Oh. Oh, dude. I love that. Mason, John, Matthew, Greg, Ross, composer Aaron. That was boss. Art department, John. Special thanks, Joe. Oh, dude, I love that. I love that. That's so good. I like just this script, like little moments, kind of. I'm not going to get it word for word, but just the bit where he's kind of saying he'd want a film where people watch while drinking fine wine and not kind of eating a stale bag of popcorn, and that was a really cool line. And then even the bit at the end where they kind of, oh, what do you think like the final shot would be, and this coming to an end, so you know they're kind of talking about what's the final shot of the short film kind of going to be. So I'd imagine for a lot of directors it is kind of like, what's the final shot going to be? Because that kind of leaves an impact as well. Like it's the last part you're going to see in the film. Of course, it's going to leave an impact. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I think the two actors, I didn't catch their name there. I can't remember, but they were both great. Because he's quite an over the top character, but the acting wasn't overdone as well. If that kind of makes sense. Like you can have a character like that, but it can be so overdone that it's just cringy and hard to watch. But I felt like he did a very good job of kind of being that over the top character when he was explaining all these ideas and stuff, but still making him likable and a fun character to watch as well. She was obviously a lot more grounded. She was more of a grounded character, but she played it very, very well as well. Kind of trying to bring him back down from cloud nine, so to say, of like these ideas, of like aliens and all this stuff. And then they just kind of met with perfect harmony in the middle, I guess you could say, in a way of like coming out with this great idea at the end, which was really cool. I loved the moment as well where they were kind of reenacting it from the script as well, and it was just kind of panning from one actor to the other, Joe and Melanie, I guess, as they kind of said their line. I thought that was really cool. And then she kind of came out and showed them both as well. Yeah, I loved it. It's so good. The whole time as well, I was just kind of thinking like, yo, Chris Stuckmann is behind this camera, because the direction was... It's just sick. I don't know, like he just has this talent as well from what I've seen with this. And you can tell even when he just talks about this stuff on camera as well. He has such a mad passion for it. And I felt like some of the lines in this as well was kind of Chris talking a bit, which was really cool, when he was talking about how you have all like Netflix and stuff having their lunches and talking about these big films they're going to make, but he just kind of goes out there and makes the short films, and all he cares about is making the films. Not so much, how many people will watch it and how much money will it make. It's just like he just wants to make the films. Yeah, I love that. That was really cool. Side note as well, editing was great, but the music, the composer Aaron, I didn't catch the last name, but I think it was Aaron. He, like I said, Chris kind of showed parts of it in one of his videos not too long ago, and I actually tweeted Chris at that time like, yo, the composer to this is awesome. I can't wait to see the short film. That was a few months ago. I tweeted that, but yeah, I can't even talk now. But the music was really well done. I like that. Just kind of very subtle, but came in at like the right moments as well, especially towards the end. I felt like it was really cool. Yeah, and then the first half as well. Having John and Matt kind of doing their fake trailers. I guess you could say they were kind of fun to watch. It was actually funny as well. Like it had some lines in there that were. Actually comedy that actually worked, because it wasn't too much. Like I find comedy comedy is such a hard one to tackle, especially with film. But this one, it didn't go too over the top with it, but the lines just worked really, really well. So yeah, I'm impressed. Honestly, flaws, it's like hard to say. I think I'm definitely going to rewatch this a couple of times, so I do want to pick up on more stuff with it for sure. This is just kind of like the first time watch reaction, but I'm definitely going to watch this a couple of more times. So I don't really have any glaring like issues with it at the moment. I'd be honestly really interested to talk to Chris about this one day. Like, that'd be really cool. He's a YouTuber that I do really hope to meet one day, because like I said at the start, he's very inspiring. So it'd be kind of cool to pick his brain about this film, because I wonder if he himself like kind of has watched it and been like, oh, I wish I changed this, or I don't know, like your worst critic, I guess you could say, with certain things. So yeah, but for me, I like that it was all just set in one room. You know, it didn't kind of venture out from there. We had like one moment where it was outside the room, where she was knocking on the door, and that was it. But I really liked that about it. So yeah, overall, very impressive stuff. If he does ever release Auditorium 6, I'll, even if I don't do a reaction to it, I'll probably do a review on it or something. Because that's, again, like kind of with Auditorium 6, because that was obviously filmed before this, it'd be interesting seeing that after this and just kind of comparing if direction or editing's kind of improved from that. Obviously, Auditorium 6 is a very different film to this. I think that's a horror. I don't know if it's got comedy in it, but I think it's a horror mainly, with Martin kind of in the cinema. I really want to watch that as well, but we'll have to wait and see when we get a hold of it. So yeah, overall, great stuff. Can't wait to see what he does next. Like I said, I'll be supporting this guy's career for forever. I can't wait till he gets that first feature film in the cinema. I'll be there like my popcorn in the UK, just like, yo, boss. So yeah, there we go, guys. Thank you for watching. Like I said, this was a little bit different, but I wanted to watch it anyway, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to get a reaction of it up there. I'll leave a link to, even though everyone watching this is probably subscribed to Chris anyway, because it's got like 1.6 million subscribers now or something. So yeah, that'll be linked down below. But thanks for watching, guys, and until next time. Oh yeah, actually, he mentioned kind of, I bought this because of Chris as well, because he said this was really cool, so I bought that. But he mentioned Leon, and that's kind of funny, because I got the steelbook of that, which is really cool, like a few days ago, so it's funny you mentioned that. That's one of my favourite films ever, so that's really cool. Got that because of Chris as well. Like, a lot of these films here, it's kind of funny because I've bought them, because, like, especially Shadow is a great example. I wouldn't have bought that, because he really raved about that film when it came out, so I saw that in HMV, I was like, boom! So yeah, there we go, guys. Thank you for watching. Like I said, sorry, I just had to kind of show the Leon Steelbook, you know how it is. There you go. Until next time, guys. Peace. Look, I'm pretty sure Chris would appreciate this shirt as well.